Dzień dobry.
Dobry dzień.
Anyone else or just me and you again?
One person wants to join. I'm currently sending this person the link.
Mhm.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Let me guess. Sales score of you?
Oh, we can do it, yeah.
Yes. Wonderful. I'm fucking bored of role plays. I mean, they are useful, but I like to review. Just send me the link.
Mhm.
Hello, Tommy. I have an idea. So, the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. Tommy, you don't know it. I give nicknames to people. So you till I figure out a better nickname, you're currently Shelby. This is Matthew.
What do you think of a better nickname? I'm what, sorry?
Your current nickname is Shelby till I figure out a better one.
Shelby. Okay. I see the thought process. That's from Peaky Blinders, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Matthew. 72 minutes. God damn, Matthew.
I told you yesterday. It's a long
Oh, is
call.
that the one? Okay.
Yeah.
So give me 1 second. Oh
But
yeah, I told you. Huh?
I also have a sales call from yesterday that lasts 7 minutes. So if you can do
It
if you
lasted
want to
7
do,
minutes.
yes.
Okay, let's do it this way because if I'm not mistaken, I promised you yesterday that I'm gonna review this one in 2 sessions. Can you attend the next session as well?
No, because I should have a sales call in 1 hour.
Oh, okay. Then okay, that's fine. But never
Like
mind.
I'm
I
not
had an
sure.
idea. You just destroyed the idea. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we've been discussing this yesterday also. I'm not
Oh
sure if the
yeah.
prospect
Okay, you
is
mentioned.
going to join this call because I called her, she picked up, and she said that she will send me an email because she's currently working with clients, but nothing happened.
We see. If she does, cool. If she doesn't, we can just move forward with the review.
Mhm.
Good. Oh, have you changed the name of your
Yeah.
phantom?
I know how to do that, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right. Turn it on. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep. I hear you just fine.
Okay, good. So, hello, David. Please tell me, how are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you doing, Matt?
I'm also good. And how's your real estate business been so far this year?
You know, I had a couple offers, got a listing, but nothing's closed yet. But that's because I'm really busy with a lot of other personal stuff going on right now, so not really focusing too much.
If you want to, you can technically speak like, oh, personal stuff is something I should also be aware of.
I asked him, not exactly like you now, but I asked him about this
Yeah.
later.
Okay.
On the business, just when people come to me. So,
Okay, understand. Okay. Okay, David. So the main goal of this call is basically just to learn more about your real estate business and how we can help you reach your goals. So today, I will ask you a couple of questions to better understand three important things. I would
right.
love to explore what has been working well for your business, areas where you might be facing challenges, and any specific goals you have for your growth. From there, if I think we can help you, I'll show you what we do. If I don't think we can, I'll be the first one to let you know. Sounds
All
good?
right. Sounds good.
Okay, let's do this. So, David, what brought you to this call today?
Pardon me?
What brought you to this call today?
What brought you? No, what brought you to this call today? There is not such word as brought. What brought you to the call today? Cowboy, howdy. What brought you to the call today? Or if you should have an issue with pronunciating it, because like I can tell you from experience, there are certain words where my accent comes out. There are certain words where I can pronounce them fluently. Just find a word that you can replace it with. As an example, so obviously, David, I'm aware of the fact that someone from my team has reached out to you, but is there any particular reason why you have joined the call today? Just, I don't know if it was a mistake from your end or if you're generally not able to pronounce that word. Just keep it in mind.
Why you decided to join?
You know, because pretty soon I'm going to be finished with a bunch of legal stuff and personal things. And so by about April, I want to really develop my own brand for my, because I'm with the brokerage and everything, but I want to kind of develop my own brand within that context in case in the future I should change. I'm not thinking about changing. And then also I want to become more involved or have someone help manage. I don't know if you do this or not, but the social media aspect of my business, as well as search engine optimization with, through the social media platforms or through Google or things like that. So,
At this point, I really want to ask, what went wrong by the end of the call?
What, sorry?
What went wrong by the end of the call? Because based on everything he's saying so far, technically speaking, he's actually like you're actually something he's looking for.
Yes, that's correct. But also during this answer, he also mentioned that by the end of this month or in the beginning of April, he want to start because right now he's still dealing with
That's
this.
no. That's one of the easiest objections to handle. That's absolutely fine. I'd be more than happy to just start working with this now. And if you say, hey, I want to be totally active in the beginning of April or in the middle of April, or even by the end of the April, we'll have enough people interested in working with you that you can then take care of. So would it, logically speaking, not make more sense to start now, give us enough time to build everything? And believe it or not, having built more is always better than having built less. So you can then have a proper start in April. Because I understand that you've been currently dealing with some personal stuff, with some legal issues. Nonetheless, do you think it would be beneficial to have one, let's say even 1 month delay? Or would you prefer to, because wrong direction. Take into consideration you have dealt with some personal issues and also some legal issues. I assume you didn't have much time to deal with your business, correct? Or focus yourself on it. Okay. So if we will start working today and we will be able to build everything, start it running, and then in April, you will have everything ready, you will have more than enough. And then you say, hey, you know what? I just realized I'm not at my max capacity. Or for example, let's say in the middle of April, you're going to say like, you know what? I can definitely handle more because I have now actually established how much time do I have after I'm not needed to deal with anything that is legal or anything from my personal life. We can just even bump up the ad spend. It's a super easy objection to handle, but okay.
I'm okay with my CMR, CRM, CMS, my customer relationship management tool.
Yes.
I'm good with that. I have a website. I've got a personal URL, that I own. It's just my name. And anyway, so that's the first leg that I want to start is I'm looking at developing a brand that fits me and being able to put me out there more on the social media. And later
Yes.
I'll work with going from there once I grow a little bit. You know.
Okay, so right now you are only working with like under your brokerage, but since the beginning of April, you want to focus on your own brand, correct?
Yeah, I want to focus more on my own brand within obviously my brokerage, but to put me more out there on the internet world. So,
Yes.
I've got a pretty good sphere of influence with my
Mm-hmm.
own professional life and personal life and neighbors and stuff like that. But I want to be able to reach out to people I don't know kind of passively, through social media and things like that. You know, so that's what I want to do. And I'm really looking to do something, uh,
Mm-hmm.
specifically, probably in the April timeframe because I've got a legal case I'm working on. It's taking up a lot of time, and plus another business I'm helping someone else on, plus this, plus that, plus this. But after April, some of those things will go away. I mean, after March, and then I'll really be able to focus more on this business aspect. That's what's happening.
Okay, I understand. So you said that right now you are really busy. That's like your legal problems taking you so much time, correct?
Yeah, yeah. Not so much in the court, just working stuff out. But
Mm-hmm.
that that should all be finished by the end of March, beginning of June. Then it's just a matter of money. So that's why then I'll start focusing more on this, because then I gotta earn some money to take care of that.
Yes. Okay, I understand. And okay, so now let's talk about leads and prospects. So approximately how many leads do you engage on a monthly basis?
Like right now,
Yes.
that so I receive a lot of leads that my broker sends me, but I'm not engaging them right now because I don't have the time to engage as many as he sends me. So other people take them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But generally he probably sends me maybe, four 4 or 5 leads a week, um, maybe a few more, but I'm not reaching out. If somebody reaches out to me that I know, right, or that I have a
Mm-hmm.
referral from, or that then I work those right now. So I'm not really working. I'm not making outbound cold calls. I'm not calling expired listings. I'm not, if I have an open house then I'll work with the people I meet, but I'm not reaching out to for sale by owners. Other
Mm-hmm.
than if
Have you asked him at some point how long has the legal case been going for?
Yes, I think so. I think that I did. I think it's 1 year, but I'm not really sure. It's
No,
basically
because you will
divorce.
also, yeah, because you will also want to clarify if the delay has been happening almost 1 year. Because it comes
No,
across as, for example, his brokerage is sending him roughly 20 leads per month that he could additionally engage with, but he's only dealing with his referrals.
yes, I think that I clarified that he's
Okay.
only working with referrals, not basically he's not doing anything,
No,
just
yes, but like,
waiting for those people to come to him. And also
yeah,
I asked him because I think that later on this call he mentioned that this legal stuff is lasting like 1 year. And I
yeah,
also asked him how long he is real estate agent, and he said, I think 2 years. And
yeah.
since he became a real estate agent, he was not doing anything. He was just waiting to people to come to him, and that's it. So I clarified that.
How old is he?
I don't know.
I would probably also go into the age direction, but okay.
I just they're in my area and I just happen to drive out to go somewhere and I see it and I might swing by, drop off some material, or I might even know those people. So I'm not really being engaged very much in talking to people that I don't already know or that are referrals, which is fine for right now. But
Mhm.
coming up soon, I need to change that, so that I can have a bigger funnel, on both buyer and seller sides.
Sure, understand. Okay, and besides like this current situation, like how long do you have like this problem with the legal things and what you mentioned?
About a year, but it's finishing now.
It's finishing. Okay.
It's a divorce.
You're also not really listening. He has mentioned multiple times that the case is being handled by the end of the month. There was no reason for you to add that, to ask that.
Okay, understand. So also for last year, you also have this problem with the time management. So you are not able to reaching out to people.
Yeah,
How long does-
last year I didn't do a lot, right? Last year I think I just did like 3 sales. It was just, it was
Mhm.
just family, friends, and I really didn't. I couldn't even think because I didn't do a lot of stuff, right?
Then, if you don't mind me asking, how are you able to sustain yourself? Are you retired? Is real estate your full-time job? Like, this is also something you will want to clarify.
Yes,
case you
I
know.
asked him if he has any other different source of income. So
And?
yes, but I'm not sure what. Yeah,
But
so
this year is going to be better. This year I can actually put time in. So I've got a couple listings lined up. I've got one buyer client, that we're in the 1.5 to $2 million range. We just go see a house the other day. As soon as we find him one, I'll be selling his house right here.
Mhm.
And it's a $1.5 million home, just a couple houses down from me. So so I have stuff that's going to happen this year that'll probably produce a real estate income for me around $100,000 already that I know is going to happen. But that's just with people I know already, people that I'm friends with, people that I'm working with. It's not people that are finding me online or that I'm mailing out to or that somebody's cold calling or it's
yeah, I understand.
just
So
stuff.
just your sphere of influence.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
really
you
a small piece of my sphere of influence too.
Okay.
Like not even everybody I know, just real close.
Mhm. Okay, and besides those leads you mentioned from what you're getting from your brokerage, what other ways of getting leads are you using? It's yeah.
Right now it's very minimal. So he'll send me a lead, and they're usually just buyer leads that he's sending over that he gets because he can't handle so many of them, right? And he just sends them over, and he basically sends them out to everyone in the office and whoever
Mhm.
gets on it first. So I never even touch it. I see it come in. Sometimes he'll send me a personal one if it's Spanish speaking because I speak Spanish in the office and stuff like that. But really, that's it. And then if I have open house, like I've got open house coming up next week, and so as I have people coming in, obviously if they're not represented, then they become potential buyer leads for me, and then I'll follow up and work there. But really, just from open house, whatever my broker wants to send me, that's really open to anybody else, and then a real small portion of my sphere of influence. I mean, so small, for example, that my cousin called me. Hey, you know who this is? I'm like, yeah, blah 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 blah. Just moved to Florida, retired from the police department. I'm like, where you living? Oh, I bought a house in whatever, Titusville and everything. Oh, your dad. Then later we talk. I'm like, no, I'm in real estate. He's like, dude, if I had even known, I would have used you to buy the house. Right? He goes, I had no idea. I'm just like, I'm sorry, get the word out too good. So things like that. So even within my own sphere of influence, I need to just be visible, even with the people I already know, so they know I'm doing something different now.
Yes. And how long are you in the real estate business?
Oh, for residential real estate, maybe just like 2 years. Yeah, that's really it. But I had a real estate license for a long time because at one point in my life, for 5 years, I sold timeshare in Orlando at a resort, and then I just kept my license active during the next 18 years. I was working with banks and credit unions, selling to executives. That was my kind of world there for 18 years. And so I have a lot of contacts. Like I know like all the C-suite of all the community banks and credit unions around here. So I know lots of lenders. So people come to me like, "Can you help me with finance?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Let's talk to this guy." So I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people with a lot of money. I don't have money, but I know a lot of people with money. People talk to me. People tell me things. I do a good job. People want to use me. But the thing is, a lot of people don't know this is what I do now, right? Because I'm not going out there making it known. And that's what I need to do. And also to reach those people. I hate cold calling. I don't like talking to people over the phone that don't already know somehow. I don't mind talking to people I don't know in person for the first time, but I don't like making calls and talking on the phone for first time. So, which I'll do, but I just don't. I just prefer not to.
Understand. So you said that you are in residential real estate for last 2 years, correct?
Yeah, for the last 2 years.
And for last year, you was only able to do 3 closes, three sales, right?
Yeah, it's just, and I only did that because somebody specifically asked me to help them, and I said, okay, I'll help you. Right? That's the only reason. I really didn't want to do that either, but I did. So it was fine.
So you was not really doing much in real estate for last year.
Yeah, not really doing much of anything.
Okay, and would you say that it's just because of your the legal stuff, or is there anything else?
No, medical issues, marriage issues, helping the kids with, you know, with their business, if there one's an attorney, helping her get through things she needs to get through to become a public defender. Helping my dad. My dad moved in with me last year because he was sick, so trying to get him situated, taking care of his property, just a myriad of other things that just I didn't have time to focus on my business. Now I'm going to have more time because now my dad's here. My daughter's already working at the court, public defender. My son's business is up and running. My divorce is almost finalized. I've got a girlfriend. Couldn't make it better. Got a girlfriend, right? Things like this are changing. So now I'm like, okay, now I need to start advancing my business, right? At least for the next 5 years, because I need to make a little bit more money because I've got a few more things I want to do before I quit working.
And do you have any other sort of income right now?
Yeah, I do. I've got a pension, and my pension will probably be doubling here in the next year. And then in a couple more years, I'll have another pension that'll be twice as much as those pensions. And so, my big concern right now is just I'm making a bunch of money so I can pay off my ex-wife what we've decided that I need to pay her. Right? I want to get that all done in the next.
So he's retired. He just got divorced, basically lost probably more than 50% of his everything. So he's now motivated to make money so he can pay off his wife, whatever the attorney agreed on.
2 or 3 years. And actually, I was just on the phone in Spain, and I'm working on buying a house in Spain right now. So, so I got people working for me over there that I know, and I'm trying to get through that part. So I've got things changing. We're buying a condo in Ecuador. My girlfriend's working on that part right now. But anyway, so I'm like busy doing stuff, but my whole goal is for the next 5 years, get the big, settle the legal stuff, get that off the table, and then go do fun stuff. I mean, this is fun, but you know what I mean? Like non-work related stuff. Maybe have this business big enough to where, I only can just be
So if you don't mind me asking, if you said you had 2 or 3 years to pay off what you have settled down on with your wife, how much is it? What numbers are we talking about? Because he quietly she tells you he wants to make this work so he can pay off whatever the attorneys have agreed on after the divorce. Yet he's also buying a house in Spain. So what number is that? How much does he actually need to make? You can quite literally do negative report on him there, right there.
have other people work.
Because like he's retired, he gets pension. Either military pension or normal pension, it doesn't matter.
Working for me, maybe kind of partnership or somewhere I don't really have to do as much other than just kind of manage the business from an administrative type level, Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Yes, understand. So
also, because every time when you mention this, he feels uncomfortable. Every time when you touch the legal stuff, he touches his face, he jumps on the chair, he laughs. Most people react towards pain with love.
let me just summarize this. So basically for last year or a little bit more, he was not able to do anything, basically because a lot of, let's say, problems, personal stuff and problems with family and everything else. And he also said that you
Don't say problems, just say, oh, so you got divorced. This is what currently at your focus. So you're now planning to change it or at least pay your wife off. Correct.
want to help your kids with their business.
Yeah, and actually, my son, he's got a business, and he's interested in real estate and things like this. And I'm helping him with something else today. So he's got a different kind of business. So, but potentially he could step in and handle the real estate side down the road. And he could work for the same broker, or if I end up having, my own brokerage. I don't think I want to have my own brokerage because I don't want to keep an office and have all that. I'd rather just have a team member, right? I'd rather just have people on my team and we work for a brokerage. That way I can go whenever I want. I can come and go. I don't have to worry about all the people stuff. Managing people. I don't have to manage people. I don't have to manage processes and legal stuff. So I want to grow my business as my team, which is just me. Maybe it will include soon my girlfriend. It may include soon my son. And then at that point, it doesn't cost much for me to stay active on paper and help him or her do things, but
yes,
that could be a good thing. And then I don't know, my daughter probably just stay attorney, so I don't think she's in real estate attorney stuff, but it might be something good to leave behind for the kids when I'm not here and stuff.
Okay, understand. So basically, your goal behind all of this real estate stuff and real estate business is just to help your family, correct? Help your son, help your daughter in law business.
Yeah, and pay off
Yeah.
Pay off some legal.
Yeah. So so money would help, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you said that you are in real estate business for 2 years, but for last year you was not able to do much. And how does it look like looking before all this problem with the parcel?
I think the year before was my first year, and I had maybe like I didn't really work really hard, but I was transitioning from the other job, and COVID I got laid off, and I took a year off. But the year that I kind of really focused on real estate a little bit, I had like maybe 5 sales, like 5 sales, but I made about $100,000 from the 5 sales because they're more high-end properties. And like I said, my sphere of influence I have with people that do have money. And so, higher end prices. And also, there were some other factors that came in there.
So how come you know so many people that apparently have money, but you don't have money? How many divorces you went through?
Yeah, that question pops in my mind right now, but not on a sales call.
That's why we are reviewing it, so you can train your brain to do this, like to ask those questions.
Like I got both sides, one sale, and then there was a bonus that was offered. So anyway, I live okay. Like I made enough money to I'm like, okay, I'm good this year.
Okay, and
yeah.
Okay, and you was working with the same amount of leads, like the first year. Let's
like
say this 20 leads.
Oh no, not even any leads. No leads at all.
No leads at all.
No, just people that know me would just say, "You said you do real estate? Yeah. Can you help me with this? I'm looking for a house." Or just one time I was showing a house, and there was a couple waiting in the driveway. They'd been waiting a couple hours, and the realtor never showed up. And just you meet people. I'm like, look, I'll leave the house open. You can go in and see, and then whatever. If that doesn't work out for you, if you have anything, they send me like 3 sales. Like I found them on rental, and then they made calls to New York, and the brother of this person, and that person, and the sister, and whatever, and then boom, boom, boom. I had like 3 sales all within a couple months just from meeting the one person and helping them, and not even charging them any money for nothing, right? But they referred people to me, and so I didn't have to go anywhere. They just called me, right? They called me and said, "Hey, you helped my sister with this and that and the other. I'm coming down from New York looking for property." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, we just spent a few days looking around and stuff," and so it was just like that. And then so I really wasn't prospecting, wasn't.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just kind of landed in my lap.
Yes, that's what I wanted to understand.
So what was the changing point? Why do you want to make it work now? Is it just to pay off your wife? Okay, so it's because of the you can then okay, so it's because of the 2.5 million. Okay. As an example, if you would, yeah.
If I would ask about how much he needs to pay his wife, yes. But
yes.
I'm gonna ask him or clarify also why he needs to or wants to make this like work, and also he wants to help his family, like his father and kids.
I think the father died, didn't he?
No. Father lives with him. Father lives with him right now, and he's taking care of him. I think
so. Will the financial aspect help? So you can hire a caretaker and stuff like that. You go in the other direction.
I asked him specific this question, so money would help, right?
No. Because it sounds to me that he was not working at all since you started real estate, and he was only like waiting for people to come to you to help him.
And I wasn't even waiting. I was just doing something else. And then they called me, right? So I'm like, okay, let's do something. But you're right. Yeah, I wasn't actively. I thought about it. I mean, I created a website. I've done some stuff to try to move that direction. Like my broker's like, you need to have a Facebook professional page, or you need to have an Instagram. Think it here. Let me show you how to do it. So he showed me some things, and he's got a lot of training, and I help people out there at the office that need help because I know a lot of what to do. It's just I don't do it because, like I said, I was busy. Something happened. People contact me, but I'm changing. That's going to be changing now. So now I'm like, okay, now I need to focus on this part of my life at least for the next 4 or 5 years.
Okay, understand. Because you said that you want to help your family, you want to pay off your ex-wife, you want to help your girlfriend right now. You want to also help your father. So that means that you need more money.
Did you see girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Did he mention a girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
I swear I've not. Oh no, Ecuador, Spain. That's where he wants to buy a house, correct?
I'm not sure about if this is something like common with a girlfriend, but he mentioned that I've got a girlfriend in the beginning of the call also.
I missed that part. Congratulations.
To do that.
Right.
And to be able to make more money, it requires work, right?
I have a feeling I know the reason for divorce.
So you can't
Yeah,
just
probably.
wait for other people to come to you anymore. You just need to contact them and call them and work.
I gotta wake
work
up in the
together.
morning, get out of bed, go outside. So actually, I just took a part-time job right now. Start on Monday. I'm working for my daughter for 2 or 3 hours every morning, so that I have to wake up early, get dressed, go to the jail, help process the prisoners that get there in the morning, get all the paperwork ready, turn it into the judge, so that her office can be more efficient. So really, the purpose is just to get me to bed at night and get me up in the morning and get dressed with a purpose, so that and then after the day starts, I'm good. Then I'm okay. It's just getting started, right? My whole life, I've always had something to motivate me to get out and go do things. And lately, I've not had that. And I guess I'm not so much self-motivated to do that. I get distracted with lots of other things.
Yeah, but you said that you want to help your family, so this
Yeah.
should be enough like motivation for you to
Oh yeah,
wake up
yeah.
and work.
In that
right?
regard, now that I'm in a position where I can do this to help them instead of helping them directly with other issues, right?
Yeah. Okay. Understand. Okay. So
I feel
you
like I'm
said
going to a therapy call, like you're my therapist or something, like my psychotherapist.
Yeah.
Oh, forgive me, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So you said that in first year you was able to make 5 sales, correct? And you was also able to make $100,000 with that sales, right?
So Calvin saying he's at 3, not 5.
5
And you
in
also
the
mentioned-
first year and 3 in the second year, I think.
He said last 3 or 3. He never mentioned 2.
Like higher value properties, correct?
Mhm.
Yes. So what was your average listing price?
Well, out of those 5 sales, I only had 2 listings, right? One was 1.3 million, and the other one was like 400,000. Yeah, one was like 400,000, and one was 1.3 million. That's the 2 listings I had.
Mhm.
The other 3 sales were like, I don't know, but probably well, one sale was the same listing because I did both sides, right? I got both sides of the sale of the 1.3 million. So I was the listing and I was the buying transaction. So I earned money on both. So it counted as 2, right? It counted
Yes.
as selling. And then the other one was, I don't know, like I can't remember, but in the 200, oh yeah, one was like 250,000 buying. One was like another one in the 200s. So that was kind of a change of first year, right? That was different from price levels. We got one up here, one down here, one down here.
Okay, and obviously this 1.3 million property, like it's changing a little bit because it's also your take home from this sale is bigger.
Right.
But what was your average take home from?
Oh, like so, I would get like maybe on a sale. Like right now, the listing I have right now, that's like we got listed at 679. If I get 650, I'll probably, if I share the commission with another agent, then I'll probably get $20,000 from that. Yeah, I'll probably keep like 20,000. So I would say, yeah. So anytime I get a sale, it's probably going to be average maybe 20,000 because when my client pulls the trigger on this other property, it's a $2 million property. Then that's 60,000, right? So it's like selling 3 homes. But in general, I would say 20,000 is probably an average.
Okay, understand. And one last thing, you said that you work in your brokerage, right?
So do you know what the percentage is?
What?
So do you know what his take home is in percent-wise?
You mean
You
like
don't?
commission fee or what? No.
Yeah. Why not? He
Because
literally told you on he literally told you on a listing of 675,000 that he currently has, he will make 20 Gs. 20 Gs is 3%. That's why when there was one that was sold for 1.6 million, he said, or 1.5, he said 60,000. So that checks out.
Yeah, but I was just focusing on the number he just gave me, like this 20,000 per transaction.
Yeah, but that is not really helpful because then you also have a listing for 400,000, you have a listing for 250 and 200. So you don't know how much he made. Because if you're gonna focus yourself on the calculation that you have received or the number you have received, it seems like he has made maybe 60,000 last year. But if you're gonna have 60,000 from the 1.3 million property, then you have then you have 12,000 from 400 property. That's already at 72. Then he has 250 that he has sold. That will be 7.5. And then the last one was 200, was it?
Mm-hmm. He mentioned 200, 250.
Yeah. So that's additional 6. So he has made 6 plus 7. He has made 85.5. That makes a difference of 25,000.
But you want to develop your own brand. You are working just by yourself. You are not part of the team. You don't have any team leader to.
Just me. Just
you.
that's my name, my brand, single brand.
Okay, David. So please don't ask, but you just give me. I really think that your business can benefit from our partnership, and we can help you make more money to help your family and get things done and ready. So let me just show you exactly how we're gonna do that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just gonna share my screen with you. I can get straight to it. Okay. Can you see this?
Yes. Alpha digits.
Yes. Okay, David. So before I take you step by step through our entire process, let me just quickly explain to you what our main goal with this process is. So our main goal here with this process, with this system, is basically to create a strong brand identity for you, and of course, get you more leads. And the more leads we can get for your business and for you, the more money you can make. And the more money you can make, the more you can help your family. So to be able to do that, we are using those 3 key pillars. So first of all, we make sure that every single of our clients can have at least a minimum return of investment of 3x. Then, like I said, our primary goal with the system is to create a full brand identity for you, to make sure that everyone in your area recognizes you for what you do and can see you as an expert in what you do, and let's say the #1 realtor in your area. From there, we create a database full of contact information of your potential clients.
Okay.
Now, basically what we do is geo-targeted branding. That means that we are focusing on your area. And like I said, to ensure and make sure that everyone in your area can see you as an expert in what you do and the #1 realtor in your area, right? So,
Okay.
for example, if someone would want to like sell a house or buy a house, you're going to be the first realtor to pop up in their mind. So they would know that, yes, I need to call David because he is.
By the way, you can quite literally bring the fucking examples of what he told you. So, look, David, you told me that, for example, your cousin didn't actually knew that you were a realtor or that you could help him with the listing. So this is the exact thing that we will focus ourselves on. Not only your cousin, but also everyone in your area will know that you're the one that they should contact whenever they want to sell or buy something. So the scenario like with your cousin does not happen again. Or the opportunities, like, for example, the driveway where you were able to help one person, then they were super satisfied with your service, and then they also referred you to 2 other or 3 other people. This is what we are gonna aim for. Like, feel free to utilize what he told you, especially if guy is literally quite literally looking for something like you.
Is a
Okay, what the fuck?
expert in real estate, and he's.
Oh, and by the way, please change this map. Like, just use ChatGPT and be like, can you please make me a map of, let's say, New York or Miami Coast Beach with the colors of this and this and this, showcasing geo-targeting.
No, I think you created this.
Yes, but these were for different colors of the presentation, mister. For a color of the presentation, your colors are a fucking orange and black and white, and the map is in bubblegum color.
Yeah,
and bubblegum doesn't work with orange, black, and white.
Okay, I already created a map of Texas and New York, so I can handle also Miami or.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
That's good.
Please do so.
He's gonna
Okay.
help me, right?
Right.
Now let's take a look on some of the example of the ads we have created before for our client, and also the ads you can expect us to create for you too.
Okay.
We create ads from a selection of our proven image database, ensuring that we constantly use content that resonates with your buyers and sellers and all the people you can engage with this system. And the main goal of this ad is just to get more people on your social media profile. Now, David, are you familiar with Pixel? Do you know what Pixel is?
I just know pixels are the little tiny squares on your monitor or your TV, but what else is it?
Okay, so
No, just laugh at it and be like, no, this is not the pixel I meant. The pixel I meant is a sort of code. Nonetheless, let me explain you what it is. Or let me educate what it is. And then you can go through the definition, what does it do and why is it that you're using it.
okay, so Pixel is a small piece of code placed on your funnel or on your website to collect the visitor's data. So thanks to that, you can know exactly.
And again, you can connect it to, what did he tell you that he has built? Website. What can you connect it with? A pixel. You can explain it to him and combining it with something that he already told you, so he can understand it and actually see what kind of value will it give it to him.
Where those people are coming from or what they are looking for. So thanks to Pixel, we can also target your ads better and understand your target market better. Now let's talk about full retargeting 365. So when it comes to that, we have multiple options to do. First of all, there is a content retargeting, and thanks to Pixels, we can create content very effectively because, like I said, we already know what those people are looking for, right? Then there is SMS and email campaigns. So we will collect with all the leads and connect them directly with you. And last but not least, one of our in-house agents will reach out to your leads and requalify them for you, and also arrange a face-to-face meeting directly for you.
Okay.
Now, what would you say is one of the most important things in this online branding strategy?
This is a retarded question.
Why? I'm always using this question.
Yes, but what would you say is the most important thing for you?
Oh, for you, okay.
Or what would be a good addition to your system? Or do you see or is there any particular part of the branding strategy I have just showed you that will benefit you in your current circumstances? Like, adjust it to the person you're speaking with, you know?
You know, for me, personally, it would be number 4 to me. That's what kind of attracts me there. Now, as far as getting to number 4, then I would think in today's society and how I respond to messaging and stuff, I see the SMS. That's how I talk more efficiently to people, and that's where I respond mainly when I see advertisements or links or things like that, because the phone's always with me, and I might not, I'm gonna dig in my email. I get so much spam, but so I would think in general, it would be content, or actually not even really content, but I guess so. But whatever it is, delivered via SMS, and then have somebody when there's a response to that. Number 4 is have one of your guys reach out to take it to the next step, so that I can meet with them face to face, or have a warm intro or warm turnover. So there has to be some kind of need and a call to action, and then and somebody reaching out, and then turn it over. And then once that happens, then I'm good to go. I'm like, okay, I'm good with that, and I feel like I do better, just like anybody does, talking to somebody that's already a referral or a turnover. Those are kind of like the easier ones, right? So that's what I like doing. I'm lazy sometimes.
Okay, so for you, it would be.
He also mentioned that he's lazy, so this is also something you will have wanted clarified. No, I absolutely no. Fair enough. It absolutely makes sense that number 4 will be the most important for you. By the way, you have also mentioned that you're lazy sometimes. So how can I be sure that on the basis that we will, for example, actually send you people over, yes, or our in-house agents are gonna qualify people, give you the good, sweet introduction, and then forward them to you? How can I be sure that you're gonna respond to them or take them seriously, or that you're not gonna treat them the same way as the leads that are coming from your brokerage?
Yeah, but we've been discussing this also during discovery, that he was not doing anything when it comes to real estate for last 2 years since he became a realtor. So
Yeah, but again, like you have not
Yeah.
really dived deeper into it,
Mhm.
which you could have done.
Yeah.
But okay, look, Matthew, just write yourself the time down. It's 38:17.
Okay, I got it.
Wonderful. And then we just review it next time. If you're gonna be in the next call, if your call is not gonna show up, cool. If not, then just gonna see it next time. Eh?
Yes. One more thing. I just want to
Yeah.
remember you my cold calls review and
Yeah, if I'm gonna have 5 minutes for myself, I'd be more than happy to go through them.
Okay, just a reminder.
I fucked up the time zone today, so I woke up too early because I had a call with someone from Australia, which I forgot.
Mhm.
So my brain is dead. But that's fine. If I'm gonna have 5 minutes, I'm gonna review it.
Okay, perfect.
Also
Thank
because
you.
I have seen you send me more than
Yeah.
I was expected. So yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. See you on the next one. If not, I see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you.
See you.
Bye.